What's up, guys? It's me, it's the ALE Prince. And you can tell it's daylight. You're probably wondering, what the hell are you doing in the daylight? Well, I decided to come early this time and let you guys know that I wanted to talk about this show so bad because... Why? Well, I was part of WrestleMania 26. I was there. It was fucking amazing. So I had to choose WrestleMania 26 to be the final retro review of the week. It just had to be there. Not only was I there, I was also part of the Raw that took place in San Diego. It was one with Brett and Vince contract signing. At the time, we had a Raw guest host. So obviously, what's his face? Stone Cold was there. I mean, it was fucking great. It was a great time. And then this was like no different. I mean, first of all, holy shit, it's just a damn good show. Now, watching it, retro reviewing, it's not that great. But if you actually remember like the moments and everything that, you know, it made it more fun. I mean, at the time I thought this was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. But, you know, retro, if you actually sit through the whole show, there's some times that you're like, So yeah, I can't fully say this is a perfect show, but it's still a damn good show nonetheless. We kick off with Showmiz versus John Morrison and R-Truth. This match was short as hell. I think the most funnest thing I've ever done with this is probably seeing the R-Truth entrance. That's probably it. But and the arena was also pretty good. It's like a big ass pyramid. It was fucking weird. It worked. It was really cool. And but yeah. Anyways, like I said, this match was too short, so it wasn't that great. Could it have been great? Yes, but it's too damn short. Sorry about that. Anyways, next match we had Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, and Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match. Now, we've all talked about a Shield triple threat. We've all talked about a Wyatt triple threat that will happen down the road somehow. But we've never talked about the Legacy triple threat. I remember at the time, the Legacy was a big hit. Sadly, only Randy Orton was the most successful out of the three, and that's kind of sad because he was already pre-prepared. This could have been the night where they could have made Ted DiBiase a star or Cody Rhodes a star, you know. But no, they just give it to Randy Orton. But it makes sense because of the story that was given with the whole we don't care who wins as long as Randy loses, which obviously that was going to lead to Cody and Ted DiBiase turning against each other, and eventually Randy Orton gets the victory. And this was a good-ish match. I mean, for the most part, it felt like a handicap match until Cody and Ted decided to go against each other. But it's still a fun match. I mean, you can't really deny it. It was too short, I'll say that. Yeah, I think I enjoyed the match. It's very underrated. I would have given the win to Cody Rhodes because Ted DiBiase eventually does hold the $1 Million Championship. Cody Rhodes definitely needed a win. I don't know. People said Ted DiBiase deserved the win because he was a movie star, but I'm fucking sorry. The Marine 2 is not being a movie star. Like, it's not like Ted DiBiase became the Miz and started saying like, oh, I've done all these movies and shit. So no. Next up, we got a big ass Money in a Bank match. It was Kofi Kingston, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, Evan Bourne, Christian, Kane, Drew McIntyre, the Intercontinental Champion at the time. Who was the rest of the characters? Dolph Ziggler. That was the ninth guy. Jack Swagger. How the fuck did I forget Jack Swagger? He won the damn thing. That's kind of sad now that I think about it. And it's pretty sad that I don't remember Jack Swagger in this match, and he's the one that won. And the reason why I said this is sad is because they had too many guys for this match. Too many guys, and then there's not a lot of chances for people to show their stars, and it was a short ass match. I mean, the only thing I really remembered was, of course, Swagger winning and Evan Bourne doing that airborne to the ladder. I mean, it's pretty crazy. This is the last Shelton Benjamin appearance in WWE. I think it made sense. I mean, but honestly, I really wish Shelton Benjamin had a bigger career. I mean, he's a very underrated talent. He had great matches with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chris Jericho, Christian. The list goes on and on. I would have given him the win, if not Christian, because I think Christian was another one that deserves it a lot. But yeah, Jack Swagger winning was weird, especially now. So and remember watching it live. Jack Swagger took his long ass time to fucking open it. I remember he took a long ass fucking time. There's that. Next match, Triple H versus Sheamus. Let me just start off by saying that I forgot to mention this, but at the time, like I said, at the time when I believe this is a great card, this was probably the biggest hyped card ever because you had dream match after dream match. You had Triple H and Sheamus, Punk and Mysterio, Bret and McMahon, Batista, Cena, Edge, Jericho, and of course Michaels, Taker, Butch. I'll get to all of that later. But Triple H and Sheamus, I was excited for this match. I really was because the story was good. How Triple H I scratched and crawled to be the guy that everybody wants to face at WrestleMania. Because honestly, once you face Triple H at WrestleMania, you're good whether you win or lose. I would have given the win to Sheamus just because I think he deserves it more. It made no sense for him to win the match, for Triple H to win the match if he was gonna go out anyways later down the road. Like maybe have the street fight from Extreme Rules be more hyped with this match. Like, oh, Triple H is like, oh yeah, you know what, Sheamus, you may have won the fight, but you ain't won the war and this and that. Eventually, I like that moment where Sheamus, at the time, Sheamus had the razor's edge, so I like how he was about to throw him. Triple H reversed it into a pedigree. I was hoping to kick out, but it didn't happen. But whatever. It was a short match. I would have given it longer because it was actually really damn good. Next match, we had Mysterio and Punk, where Rey Mysterio lost, he would join the Straight Edge Society. The moment I heard that Rey Mysterio is gonna win, now when I mentioned that I went to the Raw after this, I remember they actually had the match. They had the exact same match on Raw. I remember this with a Punk and Gallows. It was after the show because right after the contract signing, I thought the show was over. We were about to leave, and then we're like, the following contract is scheduled for 1. So I'm like, wait, what? So then we go back and check. Punk and Mysterio have a match. Rey Mysterio, of course, had a huge pop because he's from San Diego. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, they had the exact same match here. The only difference that the one over with that from Raw, it was actually a longer match. That's the difference. This was too short, and problem with that is because CM Punk came in with a promo. I would have just not given CM Punk that promo entrance and just have him come in. And then Rey Mysterio comes in. Oh, fuck. Let me just rant on this. I hate Rey Mysterio with the Avatar suit. I don't give a shit. I hate Avatar to death. From James Cameron, I love the guy. He did Terminator, Terminator 2, True Lies, Alien, all these great movies, but I hate Avatar with a passion. And don't even get me started on Titanic, but I mean, still, good moment with a short little match, but I definitely wish it was a little bit longer. And it would have been much better than it should have. And next match, a match that definitely needed to be short, and that is Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon. And in retrospect, it sounded cool. Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon. And even I knew they were too old. I was 11 years old when this show happened. And Rey Mysterio. I wish this match was shorter, and I really didn't want the Lumberjacks getting involved. Maybe have the Hart Dynasty come and help Bret. Maybe that's about it. I won't give it a rating. Like, I know people give it a dud. I won't give it a rating just because I love that moment of Bret Hart standing tall. And I know it's a selfish ass reason to say why, because I was there. But still, I mean, you can't deny that was a good WrestleMania moment of Bret Hart standing tall over Vince McMahon. That alone just gives it a pass. Next match, Chris Jericho puts the World Heavyweight Championship on the line versus Edge. This feud was great. Former tag team partners going against each other, and then the whole story of Edge winning the Royal Rumble match. So yeah, it was just a perfectly set up match, and I was excited for this match. Besides the main event, this is like my second most anticipated match with Edge spear. And if you guys don't know this, but Edge and Chris Jericho are in my top 10 wrestlers of all time, so obviously that's another reason to be fanboying about it. But I remember watching it, I thought it was 5 stars. It's not 5 stars now because it's kind of slow, and I didn't like that whole story of Edge can't hit the spear, and when he does hit the spear, he goes over the announce tables and to a barricade. I feel like that should happen during the match. and then like maybe like Edge gets in the ring real quick and then gets back out just because he wants to win the world championship. I mean, could have done something like that, but I mean, I'm still fine with the match. I'm fine with Chris Jericho winning. I would have given it to Edge, but Chris Jericho winning it, why not? I mean, Chris Jericho really doesn't have that many moments at WrestleMania. If anything, this is his biggest moment at WrestleMania, which is actually kind of sad now that I think about it. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is like one of the few wins that he's had, and even the matches that he won with the legends, the following WrestleMania, he got punched by the actor from The Wrestler. I forgot his fucking name. The guy from Iron Man 2. Next match. I hate this match. But even watching it live sucked. Team Vicky Guerrero versus Team Beth Phoenix. It was a stupid ass match. It had no reason to be in here. It was stupid. If they wanted to do something with the women, just have the Divas champion versus the women's champion. There, done deal. Do whatever the fuck you want next. This was just stupid. However, I will give this. Even though the shitty Vicky Guerrero frog splash happened, I still can't deny that that was a good moment with her like pointing up, like, yep, giving tribute to Eddie. That alone just like gives it a pass for me. I know not for everybody else, but I mean, still, it was a good moment. Next match was a really good fucking match. Batista versus John Cena. Watching it live and now, it's still a really good match, and actually one of the more underrated matches in WrestleMania history, because it's underrated because not a lot of people talk about it, and people forget that this was the best run Batista's had with him going like, oh, all John Cena does is kiss babies and hug fat chicks. That was just fucking funny when I heard it live. Oh no, I wasn't at that show. Never mind now. But just hearing that promo was fucking awesome. It was just a great time for me to be a wrestling fan. It was just an amazing time. Also the match was really good. The Marine entrance was dramatic for me personally, but it was whatevs. And it's funny now that I retro reviewed WrestleMania 21. Actually, I just uploaded the video as we speak. I just uploaded that video. But it's funny how I talked about that WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 21, 5 years later, they're going against each other where they won the World Championships. I mean, it's a really cool moment now that you think about it. But Cena makes Batista tap out. I'm fine with Cena winning. I just hated the whole making him tap out. I'm tired of that. And I think it was bullshit having Batista lose three times in a row. I mean, honestly, if you guys were going to do that, I would just have Batista... Honestly, I would have Batista win this match. Cena cheats his way in at Extreme Rules, and then the I Quit match, of course, Batista quits. You know, that would have been fine, but still, it's a great match. One of the better matches to watch of this show. Now, next match that we're going to talk about is Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, the Streak versus Career match. You do not get better than this. Now, for those of you who do not know this, this is my favorite match ever. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Not just because I was live, but it's literally my two favorite wrestlers of all time going off against each other. And you have never been so emotional when you see the Undertaker entrance and Shawn Michaels' entrance live there. It's just a great time, great moment. And the match is just damn good. It was just the feel like Shawn Michaels might win. Undertaker might lose. It's crazy. Who the hell was going to win? You did not know who was going to win because at WrestleMania 25, despite, that was a 5-star classic and all, but you always thought everybody predicted Undertaker was going to win. But now that Shawn Michaels puts his career on the line, it's like, oh shit, now who's truly going to win? And that gave it more feel for me. It was no disqualification, no count. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And Undertaker gets hit with a tombstone. Shawn Michaels kicks out. He does this, smacks Undertaker. Undertaker gets pissed off, does it really fast again, and done. Shawn Michaels' career ended this night, and you have not witnessed anything more special like it. It was just a damn good moment. It's like one of the sadder moments in WrestleMania history, and like I said, this is my favorite match ever. You don't get better than this. Shawn Michaels' last match, and as much as I want to see Shawn Michaels compete again, this moment will be just a spit in the face if you just bring Shawn Michaels back to wrestle. And it's crazy. He didn't even go to TNA. He didn't go to ROH. He didn't do any of that. He just said, I'm calling it. This is the last match of mine for sure. Obviously, he made more appearances down the road, but I mean, that's something else. And eventually, he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame the following year, which is very deserving. I just love this match so much. I know a lot of people hate that spot where Shawn Michaels throws himself to the ring announce table, which Undertaker was, and hits the leg. But if you guys actually think about it, that's Undertaker's weakest spot, his leg. So he went after the leg, so it makes sense. And what a great way to just end everything. It was just a good match, and this is what WrestleMania should feel like. Should you feel emotion and everything? It was just a crazy moment. Like, oh shit. So yeah, this match, 5 stars. If I could give it 6, I'll give it 6. But fuck, this is a damn good match. Match of the night, match of the year, match of the fucking decade. Anyways, it's me, the ALE Double X Prince. I am finished with the WrestleMania 5 5 retro reviews for WrestleMania. Next up will be my Heroes of WrestleMania. Maybe. I'm still gonna do it, don't get me wrong. But I was thinking of doing a rebooking of what I would have done with WrestleMania 33 personally. If you guys I'm actually might do that next, and then the Heroes of WrestleMania. And then I got some other stuff for Double X Mania. And then I think that'll be it for this video. Anyways, it's me, Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.